Welcome to the Father
and Son
Talk Show. Hiya, we've another week.
Yep.
We're going to first. I just want to talk to a couple of things that's happened over the week. Mainly the new NXT pay-per-view.
Okay. Yeah.
It's going to be War Games. If anybody knows of the War Games, it's the old WCW pay-per-view. They were a bit like Hell in a Cell, but on a grander scale. You had two rings.
Yeah.
You had alternate groups going in one after another. So you'd have one group going in with another group, and then another member would join. So in the end, you'd have 2-on-1, 2-on-2. 3-on-1, so it's always like sort of an extra couple of and they were a good pay-per-view, and I think with NXT, especially with Triple H at the helm, I think it will be a good pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So look for that one. That will be good. We'll be doing our usual predictions and reviews on those as well. So we're going to dive in now to this Sunday's pay-per-view. It's a SmackDown pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell. Oh. Now I used to love Hell in a Cell, especially during the Attitude Era, because it was really good. You know, you used to get people cut open. You used to a lot of the old red stuff coming out, but they have sort of watered them down recently.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it can be as good as I think the tag team one will be good.
Yeah, I think like it was on SummerSlam, I think it'd be good as well.
Yeah, they've managed to sort of really do well. Them two,
yeah.
You know, the two teams they've done well. I do apologise, my throat is a bit croaky at the moment, so hopefully we'll get through it without me cracking up too much. So the first one we've obviously same as again. These aren't in any order.
Yeah, these aren't in match order. We've just written them down.
We've just written them down. Just hopefully, sort of checking to see if these will be what we think they will turn up as.
Yeah.
So the first one we put Randy Orton versus Rusev. The big Bulgarian brute Rusev.
Yeah.
Versus Viper Randy Orton. I think it's going to be a good match. I think I think Randy's he's been in this sort of mid-card feud now with everybody. He's not been on, but the guy's still young. He's still got a couple of months and couple of years to go. So he could easily win a title in the next couple of months, couple of years, and still easily beat Ric Flair's and John Cena's if it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think about it?
I don't think it's going to be a good match. I think it will, just be one of those matches where it's just it's just like a match that it's just to fill up the card. There has been quite an intense rivalry between Rusev and Randy Orton, where it's been going back and forth. Randy Orton beat Rusev at SummerSlam in 9 seconds. Then Rusev done the same to him at No Mercy. So it is kind of a back and forth rivalry. And then there's been some certain attacks, especially on Monday Night Raw when Randy Orton RKO'd Aiden English
on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, on SmackDown, sorry. And he also RKO'd Rusev. So it has gone back and forth. Yeah. But who do you think they're gonna give the win to?
I think it's gonna be Rusev. Rusev. Purely because I think they've gone backwards and forwards from this now. I think he deserves the push. He deserves Randy's. He's done his stint now, and I think he could go to Rusev. I think.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I'm going with Rusev as well. I think there's going to be an interruption. I think Aiden English. I think he's going to come down. He's going to do something, and that will make Randy lose the match. That's really why I'm going to Rusev. If you didn't have this Aiden English and Rusev kind of friendship, I don't think Rusev would win it. I think they'll just give it to Randy. But because Aiden English and Rusev have started to spark quite a friendship, I think he'll make an entrance, and then Randy Orton will lose the match. So therefore, we'll go to Rusev.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's two sides to the coin. Aiden English could come down and cause Rusev to lose.
Yeah, he could, and then there could be a rivalry there.
Then there could be. There's been loads of speculation saying that like sort of could Rusev be more of a heel, fan favourite. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Definitely.
That's the good thing about wrestling.
Yeah.
You never know. Next one is finally Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. This has been teased for ages now.
Yeah.
It's just been teased and over again.
Yeah.
The whole reason Dolph Ziggler was coming down doing his like sort of gimmick of like
copying other
copying everybody. It was just because of Bobby Roode and setting it up for it. So finally we got the actual match. A lot of people have like sort of berated this, saying that they don't think it's going to be a good match. I think it will be. I think that they've needed to. Dolph Ziggler is over the last couple of years. He's brought in different people from NXT, and he's helped them to like look at Shinsuke Nakamura, Dolph Ziggler, and Shinsuke. Everybody was berating that, saying why is he going after Dolph Ziggler? You know they can do better. But you always start off at the bottom and then work. If they brought Bobby Roode in, right, and straight away he was taking on Jinder for the title, the fans would turn around and go, that sucks.
Yeah, and it'd be a little bit unrealistic.
Yeah, you can't come in from NXT and expect to go straight for it. So Dolph Ziggler or someone else along those lines, maybe Baron Corbin, you could see that happening, and then like sort of move it up to more of a intercontinent in the is it the Intercontinent? No, it's the SmackDown US belt.
Yeah.
So like some more of a US title run for him,
and
so
then go.
That's
and
it.
Then challenge for the WWE Championship.
Yeah. So I think should we do our? Do you want to put anything towards it?
I think this is going to be one hell of a match. I think it will definitely interest me as a fan on the basis that I think every time Dolph Ziggler steps in the ring, he is such a good performer in the ring. And what he does say is so true. He has been in the WWE business for a long time, and he is so good wrestling. Some of the things he's done. I'm so glad he's won belts over the years. And like you said, he has helped wrestlers, really gain some confidence. And Dolph Ziggler I bet is a really nice guy, and I think Dolph Ziggler in the ring, whatever he does, he always gives 100%, and that's why I think this match is going to be so good. Likewise, Bobby Roode gives 100%.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a good match. I don't see. Well, what do you think? What's your prediction going to go?
I think Dolph Ziggler's going to win it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why's that?
Purely because I think that a lot of times over the last couple of years they've brought him in to feud these people, and he's lost. I think he lost to Shinsuke Nakamura. So I think they're going to try and sort of have him beat Bobby Roode, because Bobby Roode's better as a heel. When he was in NXT, he was a heel. But when he's coming to sort of SmackDown, he's more as a fan favourite.
Yes, it's
glorious. Yeah, I think this might be the time for now for them to turn Bobby heel, and sort of start attacking Dolph Ziggler because of the loss. Yeah,
he does actually look like quite of a heel guy. When he does come in, when he does enter, he's entering all glorious, and he does look, but he does look like a real badass. He does look like someone that could just.
He reminds me
up and just
a lot like a young Ric Flair.
Yeah.
With the robe and the attitude of in
especially the walk as well.
What's it called now? Styling, profiling. That's just the same way. He just does it to a T. He's always sort of comes down to the ring. When he's outside and he does turns up for signings. Always smart, looking smart, suits, ties. Most of them turn up in t-shirts and tracking.
Yeah. So my prediction, actually, I think Bobby Roode's going to win the match on the basis that I think, Dolph Ziggler doesn't really need to win this. I think it will, it will give Bobby Roode confidence. It will give, it will give the fans something to look forward to. Because if Bobby Roode does win this match, you will have Bobby Roode carrying on. Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, the feud will be over, and then he can carry on to bigger and better things. Maybe he could challenge for the US belt. Maybe he'll be teased a little bit and get into another rivalry with someone. But I think they're just going to give it to Bobby Roode because he's the young one. he's got more opportunities. His time with WWE, especially for SmackDown, isn't over. No. Likewise, Dolph, he's getting old now. Well, he's not old, but
there's rumours that like his contract's up. Exactly. Middle of next year. We don't even know if he's going to re-sign with the WWE. There's speculations. I don't know where he'd go. I suppose he could do the independent circuit, but I can't see him like sort of. Who knows? I don't know if TNA is going to be around or whatever they're called, Anthem Sports, TNA, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what that happens. I think Dolph Ziggler is going to get it just so Bobby Roode can be the chaser.
Okay. So we've done those predictions. Now moving on to the highly anticipated, intense, bitter rivalry between Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens. What a rivalry this has been. I said at the start when it was getting teased, it is going to be an amazing rivalry, and he has lived up to it definitely, especially on SmackDown when they brawled outside of the actual, the arena.
Yeah.
They went to the back and had a brawl. What were your thoughts on that?
It's been a long time since I've seen a fight in the concession stands.
I love something like that.
It's different, in the Attitude Era, you always used to like sort of end up in the concession stands, in the toilets and things like that. Bring it back.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see, more backstage.
Yeah.
We don't want to see it all in the ring. We want to see a bit of backstage. I know the fans get a little bit disheartened when it goes backstage because obviously they want to watch a live pay-per-view or a live
it's followed around by the camera, so you can just look at the screen. It's not like they're missing out on anything. It's just like what we're doing,
Yeah, most of them end up looking at the screen anyway because they're too far away. Exactly. So unless you get the reach seats.
Yeah, exactly.
So
actually, on to the match. Who do you think is going to win it and why?
Well, I'm rooting for my old mate KO. He's not my mate. I think Kevin Owens is going to win.
Okay, why?
I think he's going to win, and then I think he's going to win, and he's going to end up forcing Shane McMahon's hand to move him out of SmackDown.
Okay.
Because there's rumours that he's possibly going to Raw, back down to Raw. Or back up to Raw, Kevin Owens,
Okay.
So I don't know. I feel that he's going to beat him, and then he's going to end up moving to Raw. Okay. So that's my my idea. But there's loads that are saying that Shane McMahon will beat him, humiliate him. Then he's going to go to Triple H, and Triple H is going to come into it somehow down the line. But I think Kevin Owens personally.
Okay, I haven't actually given a lot of thought about this match. Which I kind of kicked myself for it because I really don't know who's going to win this. It's going to be so tight. It's going to come down to the last second.
Yeah. And
just to remind you, it is a Falls Count anywhere, so it can literally end anywhere. It can end outside the arena, in a car park, in the toilets. It can end anywhere. You can have Kevin Owens' face in a toilet.
Getting the count.
Exactly.
Well, I think there's been a lot of talk because Kevin Owens says, you're not going to fall off the top of the cage. I'm going to throw you off the top of the cage. That happened to SmackDown this week, and now I think that's going to come back and bite him on the butt. And I reckon Shane's going to throw him off the top of the ring, the top of the cell, and he's going to go through a table. Shane's going to somehow get down there, covering for the pin.
Okay. But even though you've gone for
even though I've even though I've gone for Kevin Owens, I think
I'm still really, really stuck on what's going to happen. I know it's going to be an amazing match. I know there's going to be loads of action. They're going to go to the top of the cell. They're going to go outside the arena. They're going to do loads of things.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm just going to go for Yola. I think I'm going to go for Shane McMahon.
Shane O'Mac.
Because I think. I don't know why I've gone for it but I think if you think about it, look what happened on SmackDown earlier this week. Kevin Owens just absolutely obliterated Shane McMahon. He hardly done nothing. He kind of punched back weakly and done nothing. So I think they've fueled this rivalry up enough for Shane McMahon just to go absolutely bonkers and just literally obliterate Kevin Owens like he done to Shane. So I think Shane is going to get his revenge back, especially what Kevin Owens has said in the promos he's had. You know, he said your kids, he's been talking about his family. He's obviously, you know, he well, in WWE's terms, you know, hospitalised Vince. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I doubt he done anything, but, you know, he cut him open.
Yeah.
So I think all that anger that Kevin Owens has put on Shane, I think will come back, as you said, to bite him in the butt, and he will just get absolute wrecked. So I think that's why I've gone for Shane in the end.
Okay, on to the next one. It's AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin for the US belt.
Finally, Baron Corbin gets his chance.
Yeah. It's not been much of a feud. They were saying that they might have thought of putting. There was a tweet out by the WWE. Do you think that Ty Dillinger should be in the US match? So there could be. It could be a three-way. They might just suddenly turn around and do. I can't see them doing it now because they would have put it out already the Friday or today, Saturday. But yeah, you're looking at like sort of a two-way dance with AJ and Baron. It has been a bit of heat, but not that much.
I think there's been more heat between Baron Corbin and actually Ty Dillinger than AJ Styles and Baron Corbin. You know, there's been little hints of it when Baron Corbin's threw some water in AJ Styles' face, but you know, that's very, very minor.
Yeah.
So,
well, they were saying that like, why is it that AJ hasn't really like sort of wrestled that much? A lot of his matches have been for the US belt, and then like sort of he's not actually had a competition with it. He's just like sort of someone's come down, attacked him, and then like it's been cancelled. So you know, it's been put off. So
maybe they just don't think that's right, or maybe you think AJ Styles so far is the perfect champion.
Yeah, possibly.
So who do you think is going to come out with the US champ at the end of the night?
I'm going to be a little bit out there, and I'm going to say Baron Corbin.
Okay.
Because even though he's had a lot of heat over the last couple of like sort of months, he's got a bit of a new ring entrance, bit of new music. So I'm thinking to myself, is that tweet over and done with the WWE? Are they thinking to themselves now, let's just push now Baron Corbin and
see where it goes,
and see where he goes, see if he can like sort of do it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Baron Corbin.
Yeah. That's quite a bold choice there. I think AJ Styles so far has been an amazing champion for the US champ. I think it's nice to see AJ Styles have a belt because, you know, you can't really have him challenge for, you know, for much stuff. You've got the IC belt on Raw, then obviously you've got the WWE Championship on SmackDown. You know, he's good enough, but, you know, I don't think he'll get the chance. So I think AJ Styles as US champion is a perfect fit. Is Baron Corbin going to steal it, or is AJ Styles going to retain it? I don't know. It's nervous. It's just again, this card is very difficult to pick from.
Yeah.
Because do they give Baron Corbin his chance, or do they let AJ Styles keep it?
Really.
I just really don't know. I really like Baron Corbin.
Do you realise that the belt's on the line?
Exactly, that's why
it's on the line.
That's why it's so important for me to guess these predictions and really put some thought into them. But right, I think I'm gonna go. Right, yeah, I think I've got to agree with you. I think it is Baron Corbin's time. Like you said, they gave him some new music. I love Baron Corbin as a wrestler. I think he's the perfect, like, you know, kind of rule breaker.
Yeah.
So I think it is Baron Corbin's turn to, you know, have a belt at least.
Yeah, maybe like sort of they could have AJ Styles chase it. Be a chaser, more of a holder. That's that one. Next one is Natalya and Charlotte for the women's belt. Natalya has never defended her belt, right? She's never actually defended a US belt. A woman's belt. She's actually like sort of held it and then lost it the following day. She's never actually went to a pay-per-view and successfully. I think the last time she won it, somebody I think the following night on whatever brand it was, they actually beat her for it. So, what could happen here? Could Natalya do her like sort of break her own streak, or is Charlotte going to do it?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Natalya.
Okay. Why?
She likes cats. She's got cats. She's a cat lady.
Crazy cat lady.
Crazy cat lady. I just think that Natalya's going to win it because I just feel that they want to keep it on her for another couple of months, maybe a month or so like that. But I also, it's a hard one because there's also rumours that Charlotte's going to be doing her book. There's a new book coming out with Charlotte and Ric Flair, and a lot of like sort of publicity is going to be put on this book.
Yeah, definitely.
So it could go to Charlotte, but I'm going with Natalya.
Okay.
That's in our
I think this match is going to be again a very good match. I think like I keep saying this. But the women's matches are just up there now. Some of the matches are just fantastic. The Fatal 5-Way at No Mercy was really good. And I think this will be really good as well. I think they've put this match together on purpose because they want the Bret Hart versus the Ric Flair. And that's what they have.
That's what it is, yeah.
That's what it is. They've got the girls versions of Bret Hart and Ric Flair.
Yeah.
So you can already instantly tell it's going to be a classic and everyone's going to remember this match.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that it's just them two and not anybody else throwing in with it.
But I've actually seen a teaser. I don't know if it's true, but WWE hinted that Charlotte will take it back since she had to. Did she forfeit it because Ric Flair was, he went to hospital?
I don't think she forfeited it.
But anyway, she had to go and she took a bit of time off from WWE to look after her father, Ric Flair.
Would you look after me?
No.
Okay.
So would they? I think they're going to give it to Charlotte again. I think she's a great champ. I really don't like Natalya as a champion. I don't know why. I don't think she's a. I think there's better champions that SmackDown can have, especially Charlotte. There's better champions, and Natalya always looks a bit nervous when she has the belt. She's very nervous of who she's up against, especially. We just saw on SmackDown the tag team match between Carmella, her, Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
Yeah, because obviously Carmella's still got that belt.
Yeah, she's still got
the
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Yeah.
Something could happen there.
Yeah, she could like sort of cash in on Charlotte. Natalie.
You haven't thought about it. But I think my vote's going to Charlotte.
Okay.
So moving on. Now we have the New Day versus the Usos in a Hell in the Cell.
New Day. New Day! This is going to be another classic. I'm a bit sad because the actual Raw this week was a bit of a letdown, personally. It wasn't a good go-home show for like sort of Raw, but I think their pay-per-view, I think is going to be really good. It's going to be outstanding, and I think
the Hell in the Cell.
The Hell in the Cell pay-per-view, that's the whole pay-per-view. I think it's going to be a really good pay-per-view. I think you're going to have a really good match out of these two teams as well. SmackDown, the tag team titles is New Day's got it, haven't they, at the moment?
Yes,
and
it's a very, very, very tough one.
Yeah. Both of them are deserving.
Yeah, definitely. Both of them work so hard, and both of them get the crowd going wild, especially New Day. It's so funny because I remember at the start when New Day before, no one really liked the New Day, but now the crowd just chant every time. Xavier Woods doesn't even have to play the trombone to get the WWE Universe to start, shouting New Day rocks. He doesn't even have to do that. They just literally have to raise the microphone into the crowd and they'll just start singing it.
Yeah.
And that's why I think New Day are such a good tag team. Then again, the Usos, they are such good. They're one hell of a tag team.
Oh, definitely. Same with them as well. When Usos first came out, there were all these like sort of painted faces and
they were a bit
bright costumes, and then like sort of people started to go, "Oh, this is rubbish. This is just another generic tag team put together." And then suddenly someone went, let's flip the switch on them. Let's
Yeah,
turn them heel.
back.
Give them like sort of black. Let's make them more of a like sort of Miami like bad boy.
Roadmans.
You know, like so. And I like them.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna say Usos all the way.
Wow. wow. This one, I know it's going to be a fantastic match. Like it was at SummerSlam, it was a fantastic match. It was very, very intense with there being weapons. I didn't think there was going to be weapons involved. You know, even though it was a straight fight, I didn't think there was going to be weapons involved.
Yeah.
But now we've seen it, I think there's definitely going to be some weapons involved. There's definitely going to be a lot of crazy things, crazy things going on between these two tag teams.
Yeah, because don't forget with the Hell in a Cell, it goes over the cell and onto the floor, where a cage match just drops down. So you've got that outside, like sort of possibility things hidden underneath the cage. So
exactly. And you can have them, you know, swinging. You can have them, you know, like I was whipping them into the cage doors. So again, it is a very tough one to predict. It's going to be very even. Either Usos going to take it or New Day. Well, I think my predictions would be pretty solid so far. So I think I'm going to go for Gambit. I'm going to go for New Day. I really like New Day as the tag team champs, mainly because they just get the crowd going. Yeah. And I think personally they get the crowd going more than the Usos do. So I think that's why WWE has gave them the record for the longest reigning tag team champs. Yeah. And if New Day win it, this rivalry will carry on. The New Day and the Usos rivalry will carry on. Yeah. If not, and Usos win it, I think it won't carry on, and New Day will have to go down a bit further down to the pecking order. But I hope New Day take it because I really do like them as a tag team.
Do you think that New Day are going to split up soon?
Oh, I really don't know.
This is the question.
Yeah, it is a big question. It has been rumoured a lot. Kofi Kingston. He's getting on a bit. He's been in the business for a long time, and didn't he say he's thinking about maybe stopping it just for a bit at the age he is? It would be a shame because I think Big E, he's still young, and so is Xavier Woods, so there's still ages to go, in the business.
They could sort of just have them two up on the ring, and sort of put more of Kofi on the sort of bottom doing the. The managerial position.
Yeah, it would be good to see. I really don't want to see the New Day split up because I think Xavier Woods he will be lost, but he is a really good wrestler. He's good on the mic and he's good in the ring. Everyone thought when it was just these three that Xavier Woods was just a guy with a trombone, but he has got some real good in-ring skills. So if Kofi Kingston does leave, then I think the New Day can just have the New Day on road just but I wouldn't want them to split up Big E and Xavier Woods because, like you said, he'd just be lost.
Yeah,
he'd just be like Enzo, and just completely
end up in the light heavyweight division.
Yeah, exactly.
So next one is for the WWE. Championship belt. It is Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. It's hard because they've not. It's hard to know what to do with these. I don't think both of them deserve to be in the championship spot. I know people are looking,
Wow,
because
Nakamura.
I can't think. The problem is that the WWE at the moment are giving him poor. They're giving him poor promo skills. Yeah, that one recently where he was saying "sticks and stones might break my bones, but names will never hurt me." I used to say that to you.
It looks a bit stupid. It's like 3-year-olds will say that to each other.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what they need to somehow give him better promos. Yeah. They're making him Jinder Mahal at the beginning was going, "You Americans are racist. You hate anything that's different to America." Yeah. Then after his Randy Orton thing has finished, he's now turning around and saying, "Oh, look at you! Yeah. It's like you're doing exactly the same thing that the Americans were doing to sort of the."
It just doesn't make sense. It seems like they just don't think about the storylines. It's just like,
No.
oh, Jinder Mahal, we need to spark up a rivalry. You go and take the mick out of him. Oh, wait. You know, you're being taken mick out by WWE Universe. Doesn't matter, just take the mick out of Nakamura.
It's like 1 week booking, not a long line of, oh, you know, what we can do is this, and this to get to A.
Yeah.
It just seems to, I know, we'll put Jinder in it, and we'll put Shinsuke Nakamura, and we'll just have them berate each other about silly little things.
Yeah. One thing that really pees me off about this is Nakamura. He's just got no English. He's such a good wrestler. You could tell he's got such good in-ring ability.
Yeah.
But he's just, he's not English. He's not, he can't speak English. So
very well.
Yeah, very well. He can speak it, but he can't cut a promo by himself.
No.
So they've got to find a way to cut Nakamura's promos, whereas it's live, so that they can cut bits out if he gets it wrong. It's so difficult to understand him because he doesn't have an English accent. He doesn't have an American accent. He has his accent that he had from Japan.
Yeah.
So it's so silly. They need to sort something out. I think if they did sort this out, I think Nakamura would be a better champion, and then would be able to get the belt off Mahal.
Oh yeah, that's cool. And like with Jinder, I believe that they should somehow distance him now with the Singh brothers, because I think that he would be better as a heel. He would be more recognised by the fans if he's a good heel.
Yeah.
Without the Singh brothers, still, because every single match he's won, it's always been something to do with the Singh brothers.
Yeah.
So
and that's so stupid, because it's so funny because they have distractions by the Singh brothers, and the ref turns his back. But it's so stupid because the ref knows obviously something's going on because he's been told, look, there's going to be a distraction. But it's so stupid because everyone knows that's going to happen. So I think the Singh brothers just need to let Jinder go. WWE need to let Jinder go on his own and really show the universe why Jinder Mahal should be their champion. Because if the Singh brothers are just helping him to championship, there's just not much point, and the fans are still gonna boo him no matter what happens. But moving on to the actual prediction, who do you think's gonna win?
I think Nakamura's gonna win the belt. Yeah.
Wow.
I know I've gone out of sort of comfort zones, but I think they're gonna, because I don't know, because Jinder Mahal, they're doing an Indian tour over in India at the moment. But like I say, if they do, they could have Jinder over there chasing Nakamura for the belt instead of, because if he goes over to India, he's not going to be able to portray the you Americans, because he's not going to be able to say that over in India. And he's not going to be able to. I think if he's the chaser for Nakamura's belt, it would sort of make him more of a fan favourite over in India. And he's going to be in India. He's going to be a fan favourite over in India, because obviously he's Indian, and even though he comes from Canada. He's the modern day Maharaja. But even though he comes from Canada, he's still classed as. They're never going to tell you that.
No.
Jinder Mahal hails from Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just going to keep it like that's not a storyline. That he is Indian. He's got Indian heritage, so that's what they'll stay with. That's my prediction anyway. Nakamura.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go to the opposite of you and go with Jinder Mahal
To retain.
To retain the belt. I think, even though we get to be angry, the Singh brothers will definitely make a distraction. Will Nakamura be able to fend them all off? I doubt so, because if you saw on SmackDown, he tried to and failed, and then Jinder Mahal struck, and he was standing tall rather than Nakamura. So I think definitely the Singh brothers are going to have something to do with it. They could
kick him off. They could kick him out.
They
could
sort of send back to the locker room. I was going to say that actually, but Jinder Mahal, I did see another teaser, and it said that WWE are going to give Jinder Mahal retaining. I think they're still not done with expanding over to India on the basis that they want to try and get WWE as far as they can. As far as they can. And I think by doing that, Jinder Mahal is going to retain it. I don't really like him as a champion because it's a bit stupid how, you know, when he first debuted, he was stupid. No one liked him. He was just, you know, he was just a flop. And now he's WWE champion. Just doesn't make sense. So Jinder Mahal, I think, will retain it, even though I just don't like him. It's not like I don't have respect for him. I just don't like how WWE all of a sudden brought out this modern day Maharaja and just gave him the belt.
I must admit, a lot of people have been like sort of saying, like, you know, straight away, oh, steroids, because he's a lot bigger and a lot buff.
Yeah.
But all you know, he has shown pictures of him in the workout.
Workouts.
You know, he's sitting there doing squats with heavy chains around his necks, and like, you know, the WWE with their performance center, they've got some of the best gyms in the world. Yeah. So, you know, there's no reason why he can be that muscular. Look at some of the bodybuilding competitions now. Yeah. A lot of them have all been clamped down on steroids, but they still look very good, and they're still, like, you know, body enhancing
steroids.
Not steroids, but like.
But they do like up your muscle a bit more, don't they?
They just make it. Yeah, they're not steroids. They're more of an enhancement that you can take, like,
it makes
powders.
It easier. Yeah, it makes it easier. You can probably
your muscle like sort of retains its mass, because obviously when you work out, your muscles get big, and then you can finish and they like sort of drop down because they don't like sort of stay as big as they are. But with these like sort of powders, they actually keep the muscle a lot.
Yeah, I did see on Facebook, WWE released a video of Jinder Mahal's workout, and he's brutal. Oh, yeah. He's brutal. He was getting punched in the stomach. And things like that. He's crazy what he's done. Yeah. And, you know, do show that, you know, he has turned his career around.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, even though he's had help from the Singh brothers, he has completely turned it around, and I think he's a lot better than he was. And he did say in the interview that I knew at the time it was either me getting sacked or I had to do something, and he turned his career around, definitely. And he turned it around.
WWE would not have touched him if he come back and he was the same slim Jinder Mahal.
Exactly.
It's only because he looks big, he looks muscular, and we all know
Vince likes big sweaty men. Yeah. So now moving on to the last match of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, obviously in no order.
No, this is the kickoff show.
This is what will be on the kickoff show. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, the newly formed tag team, and then versus the Hype Bros. I think me and you pretty much know what's going to happen in this match, but talk to me about it.
Well, this has only been... This is two reasons why it's been put together. Because I want to push Chad and Shelton Benjamin as the new American Alphas, part 2. And they're going to split up. And they're going to split up the Hype Bros. Yeah. So it's common sense who it's going to go to. Yeah. It's going to be Chad. You know, Chad. Then again, saying that, we did say about Enzo, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it's going to be Chad and Shelton Benjamin, because
it's definitely obvious. Yeah,
I think you're both going to go with it as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go with it as well,
because like we all know that the Hype Bros, they're going to like sort of somehow turn them against each other. But the big question is, who is the one that's going to turn?
Oh, okay.
Is it going to be... Now, there's loads of questions going around that it's Mojo Rawley at the moment. Then there's also, it could be...
Rumours that it could be Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder, because he's like sort of seems to be the peed off one the most.
Yeah.
But, like I say, Zack's putting his hand out to like sort of shake it, and he's just like pushing it off and walking past.
Yeah.
So there's no defined line on who is going to be the turner. It's going to be... Now, I think we should put like sort of an extra little one on here. We should say who we think is going to turn and for an extra point.
Okay.
I like extra points.
Okay. So, Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Can't spell. Versus Mojo Rawley. Okay. Right, there we go. So, who do you think is going to win?
I think he's going to.
Or who do you think's going to turn?
I think it's going to be Mojo Rawley turning.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him a push. I think he's so much more better than Zack Ryder. When they have the matches, who's the one that stands out to you the most?
Mojo.
Exactly. Not just because of his pants that he wears, because they're so bright, but just because he is, he is a very good wrestler. And Zack Ryder's time in the WWE hasn't been brilliant. I kind of picture him to be that Santino Morello. He's had chances, but the WWE just haven't gave it to him because the fans just ain't asked about him.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Mojo Rawley's going to be the one to turn, because I think he's the better wrestler, and then Zack Ryder's just going to, just be, again, kind of forgotten about, really, I think.
Yeah, well, he is coming to... He's like sort
time
of
at the end.
He's been there a long time. He's been a fan favourite for sort of a long time. So it's one of those ones where sort of you think to yourself, is he going to be going off doing better things after this feud? Is this a feud to push Mojo?
Yeah, is this this could be a feud between both of them. It could be a feud between Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley independently. The next SmackDown pay-per-view, you could have these two feud. I think that'd be a good match, and you could give Mojo some confidence. Since Zack Ryder's, been a veteran at WWE for loads of years. Yeah, loads.
Well, this was a plan a long time ago, but obviously Zack Ryder injured himself and he was out. So sort of unfortunately,
he's injuries, hasn't he?
Yeah. And so obviously they had to sort of do something with them. So they put Mojo in that Andre the Giant. He won that, and nothing's happened.
No.
So I think it's Mojo that's going to turn. I think it's Mojo that's going to turn on Zack.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Mojo's going to turn on Zack Ryder on the basis that it will give him a push, and Zack Ryder's not going to turn on him, because what the WWE going to really do when Zack Ryder turns on Mojo? Nothing. They can't push Zack Ryder, because the WWE universe don't want to see Zack Ryder be pushed. They want to see Mojo Rawley. I think he's better than Zack Ryder, and he's a lot younger than Mojo. He's a lot younger than Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
So I think Mojo Rawley will be the one to turn, and he will be the one to have a big push in these couple of months.
Okay, then that's the end of the predictions.
Yeah.
We will see who gets this.
Fortunately, you have it at the moment, but I am the challenger, and you are the
current holder.
You are the current. Yeah, weighing at 600 pounds.
Weighing at 95 kilos. Right. Okay. Well, see you later. See you, mate.